just saying that Colby is like his Superman. The problem is this season, if you've been watching, Colby's not standing out at all. If anything, he's kind of fallen behind. He's the one that everybody's got to pick up and drag along with him. And I'm thinking, dude, it's been a while, but you're not that old. Come on. It's the 15th day, and they're doing an individual competition for immunity. And Colby, able-bodied 35-year-old, is beat by a fat old man and a cripple. It's a bad moment in time. Like, you hit that point, you're just like, oh, crud. There's no coming back for that. He comes back from the immunity challenge and says, I know I'm going home. Like, no scrambling, let's just take it. Let's have a good day. I'll see you all, at the finale. It's over for me. And James is sitting there looking at him like, what is up with you? You don't just lay down and die. You're better than that. You were the great almighty Colby. What's going on? And probably the most powerful thing that James says is, my Superman sucks. And it's a moment where it's painful to watch. Because you know what they're going through and you know it's hard. But it's kind of like seeing your idol and they suck. And Colby's going through all this. He was the greatest. He was on top, and he's farther down on the bottom than you could imagine. And he's giving up and dying. But his team doesn't give up on him. They think about it, and they decide Colby was once great, and somehow he's going to be great again. And they decided to get rid of James because he had a knee issue. He couldn't even run, even though he beat Colby in the competition. But they decided, there's a better chance that we can get Colby to step up. And they give him another chance. And I don't know what it was about that other chance, but it shook him up. And he no longer wanted to lay down and die. And he stepped up and he said, I may suck. I may be doing no good for anybody else, but I'm going to try my hardest. He was suddenly okay with being the worst person on the team. He was okay with doing whatever it took to get it done. He didn't just give up anymore. And that's one of the things that I think Paul is doing. He's telling us, I've been in the worst situations, but I didn't give up. And I gotta say, I hit one of those worst situations this week. It is graduation. I am so flipping excited. I'm gonna be done with school. This is my 8th year in college and I'm ready to be gone. I gotta say, I'm over it. But I got an email really, really late Tuesday night that said, hey, your summer class has been canceled. Take this class. And dropped everything. I needed an upper level Bible class. It's the only thing I needed to graduate. And they were telling me, we'll replace it with this lower level one. And I'm like, no, that doesn't work. And I'm flipping out, making phone calls, frantically trying to figure out, no, you can't do this to me. I have to graduate. And I hit rock bottom. But I could have just given up and just accepted it and laid down and be like, well, guess I'm coming back in the fall. I guess I have to pay another $30,000 to finally get out of college. But I didn't do that. And I made it a point to fight for it. And for a while I was fighting for it in the worst ways. And then I had to realize, no, it's going to work out. I can do it, whatever it takes. I had to quit a job to get into a class that was going to count for it. And that sucked and I didn't want to do it. But I was like, all right, it's going to be okay. I'm not going to have any money, but I'm going to survive. It's going to work out. And it was just one of these things where my message was teaching me. And I was saying, all right, I got to be content. No matter what's going on, I got to be content. Okay, so we've gotten through it. We've gotten through the things that we need to remember. And Paul's going to tell us the secret. Anything is possible. If you just believe. No, anything is possible through God. Verse 13 says, I can do everything through him who gives me strength. Everything. You can do anything. It's all God. Without him, life is worthless. There's no point. You're just going to die anyhow. So why put up with the ups and downs of life? But because there is a God, there is a purpose. He's got eternity set out for you, and he has a plan for you here. Going through the ups and downs aren't going to suck as much because he's going to go there with you. He's going to give you the strength to get through it. He's so much better than 10 Supermans. So much better. And he's on your side to give you strength. So just think about it. Think about these cliches. It's the thought that counts. God's put these people in your life that care about you. They want you to succeed. They want to help you. They think about it and they know what you need. And they're going to be around. Been there, done that. Nothing new is under the sun. Every situation that you find yourself in, someone's been there. You're going to get your way out. Just put your mind to it. Don't give up. Don't lay down. And remember that the secret to being content is the strength that God gives us. I want to sum it up for you right now and just really call out those of you who haven't been relying on God's strength. Those of you who've been trying to make it on your own. Get through these really difficult and hard situations all by yourself. I just want you to know it's going to bring you down. It's going to be harder for you at that point. Those of you who's never made the decision to follow Christ, think about how amazing it would be to know that no matter what's going on, you've got God on your side and he's going to give you the strength to get through it. He's going to lift those burdens off of your shoulders. He loves you and cares about you, and that's why he's going to do this, not because he has to. And those of you who are following Christ, but are still holding on to that control, trying to deal with things on your own because, I'm an adult now, I should be able to handle it. Jesus has been there. He's done that, and he wants to help you through it. If you want to be content with your life, whether you're on top of the world, in the deepest pits, or somewhere in between, ask God to be with you and give you strength. And I want you to leave this place with the confidence that everything is going to be okay. You can do anything. Take your new contentment and live a worthwhile life. While I close in prayer, I want you to pray with yourselves. Pray that God will come on your journey with you through the ups and downs of life, and pray that he will give you strength that will make life worth living. Dear God, thank you so much for the strength that you've given us. Thank you so much for putting people into our lives who care about us and love us and are there to support us. And I pray that we will understand that everywhere we are, someone's been there before, and you've helped them get through that too. Just give us your strength and your peace and help us follow you. Amen.
Amen.